The wait is over. Dive into Audible's most anticipated collection, The Best of 2025, featuring top audiobooks, podcasts, and originals across all genres. Our editors have carefully curated this year's must-listens, from brilliant hidden gems to the buzziest new releases. Every title in this collection has earned its spot. This is your go-to for the absolute best in 2025 audio entertainment. Whether you love thrillers, romance, or nonfiction, your next favorite listen awaits. Discover why there's more to imagine when you listen at audible.com/bestoftheyear.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Jake, Cassie, and Tay-Tay here with you this morning. I'm going to get to OTB Mailbag in about 15 minutes from now, so go ahead and start to get those questions in. And yes, if you want to ask Cassie a question, as I've seen in the chat, we'll also make Cassie answer the question if she wants to. Maybe. Soft maybe. But you can get all of those questions inside the Bayou Ford chat coming up in about 15 minutes from now. Here in this segment, Tay-Tay's done a really nice job of laying out the needs for the LSU Tigers in the transfer portal. Now, we know it opens up on January the 2nd. We know that Lane Kiffin has tweeted out, he's posted on Instagram the date of the transfer portal, when it opens, how excited he is, and, well, he's dominated the transfer portal in the past when he was at Ole Miss. And we talked about it yesterday. If you're setting a number of players coming in and out of LSU, I don't know what that number is, right? Because if you're going to lose some players as well. But as far as like guys just coming in, we set it at 25. He had that number at 26, I believe, at Ole Miss a year ago. And so like you're going to have, a lot of new pieces here on this team. So you're going to be very active in the transfer portal. And Tay-Tay, you've done a great job, again, putting a list together where you feel the weakest positions are and where LSU really needs to attack.
I mean, obviously, we've told quarterback, running back. You have one scholarship quarterback, and who knows if he even sticks around in Michael Van Buren with Colin Hurley and Garrett Nussmeier leaving. That's obviously a huge one. We know about running back, but Jake, I don't think anybody's talking about receiver. And that might actually be your biggest need outside of the quarterback position. Right now, as far as guys that you know are healthy that played last year, you have Kyle Parker. That's it. Nick Anderson has the ability to come back. He has eligibility left, but can we trust Nick Anderson to stay healthy?
Right.
I mean, 2 years ago, he was really good at Oklahoma, double-digit touchdowns. In 2024, played one game, got hurt. Last year, he was in and out of the lineup. Now, he showed some flashes, but he only played in 9 games. He missed essentially all of fall camp with a knee injury as well. I don't think you can trust him to stay healthy. You have Kyle Parker and Trey Green, depending on how you want to use him, obviously more of a tight end. But, I mean, you do line him up out wide, but that's all you got.
Yeah.
That's a position that not a lot of people are talking about. I mean, there are guys out there in the portal, though, like Nick Marsh from Michigan State is kind of the crown jewel right now in the transfer portal. 9 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 2 seasons in Michigan State, and that was a bad Michigan State offense. Amarian Miller from Colorado, he's entered the portal. He's a Louisiana kid. He was either a 4 or a 5 coming out of high school. I don't remember, but he's from North Caddo High School. He was a highly recruited guy.
Can you tell me what city North Caddo High School's in?
Vivian?
Yeah,
Vivian, Louisiana.
Some of the stuff you know.
I know the states.
Well done. I thought there was no chance in hell you'd get that.
I only know that because of North Caddo.
Well, either way.
Outside of North Caddo High School, I don't even know where Vivian is. Doesn't matter. I know the name of the
North Caddo Parish.
Says
it in the name.
He had 800 yards and 8 touchdowns this past season.
He had a couple big standalone games as well. It wasn't spread out really, but he had some big games.
No, and that was a team that went through 3 quarterbacks. I mean, Colorado's quarterback situation was awful this past year. DeAndre Moore from Texas is in the portal. almost 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns in 2 seasons for the Longhorns. There's guys out there. And I think you're going to have to get multiple because, again, you have Kyle Parker, and that's it.
Destin Hill's somebody that was having a big, lead into the season. Then he got hurt. And they were excited about him. Felt like they stole somebody away from Florida State that wasn't highly talked about in the transfer portal. Didn't have, a lot of fanfare, like under the radar. And then he gets hurt. He tried to come back at the end of the season. He did get into the rotation, but no matter what, you got to add receivers. Like you have to. Your top 3 guys, Brown, Thomas, Anderson, all going to be gone. Now you do get Green and Parker back. Anderson is somebody that, he certainly looks the part, and when he's out there, he is playing really well, but just being out there. So you're going to need a lot of different, not just receivers, a lot of different body types. Like you want to change it up a little bit, have guys that do different things out there. Now, when you start looking at Lane Kiffin's history, like he's done really well in the portal, and it hasn't been just big school guys. Like I think of a Trey Harris coming from Louisiana Tech. And now Trey Harris is part of the starting rotation for the Chargers, a playoff team. That was the guy who played high school quarterback at Como with Malik Neighbors, right? So he's done really well in the portal. How many do you think LSU adds, though? Because, again, it's kind of a clean slate. Like you have Kyle Parker and you have Hill, and outside of that, none of your leading receivers are coming back.
4? Is it crazy to say that? You have
because they added so many last year when it felt like they needed to add other places.
You have Teron Francis and Phillip Wright who redshirted. Coach's staff really liked him. Francis had a great fall camp, and I think he's like 6'1", 210s. He's a big body, but again, those guys haven't played. Is it crazy to add 10 guys? Horatio Fields from Auburn's in the portal. His numbers don't jump out to you, but their passing game was also terrible the last 2 years. He was pretty good at Wake Forest before that. So, that's a guy that, he's out there in the portal. Pretty much all of Auburn receivers actually are in the portal. Braden Pagan from Utah State. He's a big kid. He's 6'3", 210. There's guys out there that are maybe a little bit under the radar. I think Kiffin can find them, but I think minimum 4 guys.
Yeah. Miller does make a lot of sense. He was, if I'm not mistaken, he was once committed.
He was.
To LSU, and I think it was for a long time. And then you know how that goes. You get signing day, and it's like, okay, well, we're going to take these guys. Maybe you should, look here, look there, whatever. He's proven that he is certainly capable on this level, so it makes a lot of sense there. And for LSU, it is all offense. Quarterback, running back, receiver, offensive line. Like your needs are all on the offensive side as far as your most pressing needs. Now you're going to add some defenders. Obviously there. Now, and depending on what happens with Whit Weeks and others, you've got a nice core coming back, at least. Now, D-line, you're going to have to add some edge guys because you had some older guys at that position. Defensive tackle, you got the best of the best in the high school ranks, and defensive tackle is a place where you can play as a young player. Like the physical part of it will be the biggest challenge. A lot of times it's the mental part when you're going from high school to college. Defensive tackle in the SEC, it's going to be the physicality part, but you did add the best of the best there, right? You got Anderson and Brown. They're going to have to add a dynamic pass rusher, though.
Yeah, that's what you lack. I think at D tackle, you're fine. You mentioned the guys that you just signed out of the high school ranks. You have some guys last year that didn't play, like Zion Williams didn't play, Brandon Brown didn't play. Both of those guys were 4 stars. Walter Mathis played a little bit.
Yeah.
He was a little bit under-recruited coming to high school, but they loved him. He has a chance to come back. So, that's 5 or 6 guys right there that can.
Yeah, Don McKinley needs to continue to raise his level of play for sure. There's a guy you're really excited about out of high school.
Yeah, he's the guy, right? He's the known name in that room. But on the edge, Jake, who do you have coming back? Gabe Relaford has a chance to come back.
Yeah.
He got injured earlier in the season.
It'll be a long rehab process for him. Already has been.
But I think you have a good core, like you mentioned. Like your D tackles are there. If you get Whit Weeks back, you're pretty good at linebacker because you have Devon Keys.
You'd have Keys and 2 Weeks brothers,
Singleton,
yeah.
Zach Weeks. Your secondary, though, we were talking about it a little bit during the break. If you can get TaMarcus Cooley back, you'll have DJ Pickett and PJ Woodland at corner. Cooley and Deshaun Spears, who Sean Spears graded out as your second highest player on defense a year ago. You signed Haven Finney in the offseason as one of your highest ranked high school kids. You had some kids redshirt a year ago. All of a sudden, you look really good at DB.
I think Marcus Cooley had a very underrated year. I know he's like, you look at him in his uniform and it's not ooh and ahs. I understand that, but he made play after play after play. Was really good in the open field as well, tackling guys that it looked like he had no business tackling, and it's somebody that I think could really be, a strong leader in that room as well. And we talked about it all year, like watching Delane and Halsey and Cooley come over from other places. Like, they were your leaders back there. Like, they were so solid all season long, and Cooley's somebody that I think can even raise his level of play. And then, like, look, Pickett, he could be the best in the country. Like, he was trending towards being a guy that's in that conversation at the end of the year. Like, teams continue to try him because, well, you had a Jim Thorpe finalist on the other side. As a true freshman in the SEC, he was as good as anybody.
Him and PJ Woodland, like, I hate to say it like this, but those two guys were so good, they forced Ashton Stamps into the transfer portal, who was a 2-year starter here. I mean, think about that. They made a late push in fall camp. PJ Woodland made a bunch of plays this year as well. Like, those two guys are ready to go right now. I mean, PJ Woodland was basically an every game starter for you a year ago. Pickett got some spot starts as well. Like, those guys are ready. As far as TaMarcus Cooley, yeah, he got overshadowed by A.J. Halsey because Halsey, he looked the part. He would lay the wood. He would make the splash play. But to your point, TaMarcus Cooley was always in position. He always seemed like he knew what he was doing. He made plays as well. He's kind of been a slept-on guy. But right now, your secondary might be the strength of your team, and it was a huge weakness a year ago.
Yeah, Corey Raymond and Jake Olson, the job that they've done there. Of course, Corey with the corners, Jake with the safeties. Probably your – I think minus a probably. I think it was your strongest position group by far, actually, if you sit there and you think about it, and you're going to have some of those guys coming back, and you have the coaches coming back, which is the most important part. Excited for that position group. I am so excited to see what LSU does in the transfer portal, where they attack. They are going to have so many opportunities to add so many dynamic players on the offensive side of the football, and this is a complete offensive staff that has been together for a while now. They know each other. They know what they're looking for, and they have dominated the transfer portal. And there's going to be a lot of new. That does make my old heart nervous because I wasn't a part of that when I was playing. It's a different time. It's a different age. It's a different player, and this staff certainly knows how to handle that. All right, we will step away, and when we come back, go ahead and get those questions inside the Bayou 4 chat. We're going to have a little hashtag OTB Mailbag here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. If you're looking for that whole home generator, well, go ahead and get that free quote. Top right corner of the website. And there is no bigger peace of mind than having that whole home generator. No matter what the weather is, no matter how bad it gets, you're sitting there, and if you don't have one, what are you nervous about? Oh, my goodness, man, if the power goes out, we're not going to have any AC. We're not going to be able to cook. We're not going to be able to do anything. We're not going to be able to watch TV, watch football, playoff games, whatever it is. Well, if you had that whole home generator from Boudreaux's, well, you have more power, you have more protection, and again, you have the ultimate peace of mind. So go to the website today. That's BoudreauxElectrical.com to get it set up. You can check out the Boudreaux Boost deal they've got going on right now as well. And if you want to give them a call in the 985, it's 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. And again, it is always online right there at BoudreauxElectrical.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Do we play Christmas music in the house at all during this time?
I can't drive 2 minutes down the road without Victoria putting it on in the car.
Yeah.
Not in the house normally, though.
No, not in the house. Cassie?
Yeah, I don't usually play it in the house, but every car ride I play it.
Man.
Now we have
just like
Christmas
an old man
movies
thing?
on all the time.
See, I'm a little bit of an old soul. I have my record player out, and I've got 2 Christmas albums. I've got Elvis Presley Christmas, and I've got Michael Bublé Christmas, and they just play throughout, flip them around, because I want it to be a little imperfections. Wanted to hear a little scratchy on the old record player. Something feels very Christmassy about that. No? Yeah? Okay. I'm 40. Got it. Moving forward, OTB Mailbag. Let's get to it.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for off the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
They'll be writing to you.
The internet.
What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Best Christmas gift you ever received.
That's really hard.
That's really tough. I mean, growing up, like anything Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes, like I was all about that.
I was in 4th grade. The Xbox 360 first came out.
That's a good one.
I got that, and I thought that was a great. I don't know if the LSU National Championship tickets I technically got
2011?
on Christmas. 07.
Oh, okay. Well, that one ended well for you, at least.
Yeah, I didn't go to 11. Good choice.
I did. Bad choice.
I don't know if I technically got those for Christmas. I'll leave that out.
Okay.
But the Xbox 360.
All right. Cassie?
I don't know. I really can't think of anything. I'm a really terrible gift receiver. It's really bad. Like, I just, like, I'm like, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really show much
It is
emotion.
always awkward whenever you're. I don't know how y'all's family does it, but typically, like, we'll go one at a time. And it's, when the whole family's there, it's a little awkward. Like,
Yeah,
how
we
do you know?
that too.
Yeah.
And my father-in-law is notorious for opening a gift. Ooh, baby, I needed one of these. Like, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Shout out to Pappy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't care what the gift is as long as there was thought put into it.
Yeah.
It could be $5. $5 gift, but if there was thought behind it, that's the best gift for me.
I actually don't like getting gifts. I'm kind of like Cassie.
I'm not the biggest fan of it either.
Yeah.
I love giving gifts. I don't like getting them as, like, if I don't, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I'm also, like, at the point where, like, I don't want you to give me a gift just to give me a gift. Like,
That's fair too.
like, I like, don't feel the necessity
yeah.
to give me a gift.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm going to give you this $25 gift card. You're going to give me this $25 gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Doesn't make sense to me either. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Best Christmas song.
I like Run Run Rudolph, Chuck Berry version.
Okay, that's a great one.
I love that one.
That's a great one, actually. I love Blue Christmas. I know it's not the most jolly song. I love Blue Christmas. I love Elvis. I have a son named Memphis, so I'm always going to go Blue Christmas by Elvis.
I mean, I don't think I have, like, a favorite, but one that I always listen to is Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Yeah, I always listen to
I heard it
it.
yesterday. Kelly Clarkson has a channel on Sirius XM, channel 12, I believe, and that played yesterday on her channel.
Didn't even know she had her own channel.
She does. Sirius XM, like, she has a channel, Pearl Jam, John Mayer, Bob Marley, Elvis, Beatles, Bruce Springsteen. Like, I mean, all these people have their own channel. It's not just their music. It's their music mixed in with
It's like
their
when you
favorites.
used to do the Pandora playlist. You could add an artist.
Well,
and be like
we own
someone.
Pandora at Sirius XM.
There
I
you
say
go.
we. I'm just an employee, but you know what I mean. This is more of a comment than a question. Donald says, seriously, Jake and Tay offensive line is the biggest need by a mile. It is as important as quarterback. So I'll say this, okay? Now, Kern going into the portal doesn't mean he's leaving either. Like, he's going to go into the portal doesn't mean he can't come back. I hear what you're saying, but you have experience, at least in that room. And they were set up for failure by the run design. They just were. Do they got to get better in pass protection? Yes. But they were set up to fail. There was not real runs, until later in the season, and they had a little bit more success. So, yeah, you got to add some dynamic players there, but we got to see what that room looks like, because there's some guys that are going to have decisions to be made So I hear you, but also know just by scheme alone, it's going to be a much better room because, well, they're not going to have RPOs as their main source to run the football. So
even if Kern leaves, though, they loved Solomon Thomas before his injury. Like, people forget that he is on this team. He was a 5-star. Braylon Moore can come back. You still have Mabinga. You still have Tyree Adams. You physically don't have any bodies in your receiver room. Like, I get the O-line thing. It has to get better. But, one, you have a different coach. I imagine things will change. You have a different play caller. It'll change. But also, like, you have Kyle Parker. That's what you got.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Do y'all miss Flynn or Alondra more? Matt's not here?
No, Matt's not here.
Oh, weird. Thought he was. Is he FaceTiming when he's not here? No.
No, he didn't. No, he FaceTimed it for 45 minutes.
I know.
And
on a day off, on a vacation day. I took the day off. I bet he didn't even put his day in.
I bet he doesn't know how to do that.
He probably has no idea how to do that.
He's like, we have to request these?
He has no idea where the website is, how we get paid, any of that. All right, this comes from Dalton. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Saints technically can win the division if they beat Atlanta and Tampa beats Carolina in Week 17. Makes you think what should have been with Shuck the entire season. They're eliminated from playoff contention. Yeah, sure. Again, like the quarterback play wasn't the issue. Spencer Rattler's still 22nd in the NFL in QBR. Saints are eliminated because of tiebreakers. But I hear you about the Shuck part of it. I got to give it to him. Like, he has found ways to make the plays to win games. That was the one thing that at the very end, like Spencer Rattler, his fault, somebody else's fault, whatever, wasn't getting done. We talked about it. There was a throw to Juwan Johnson, didn't make it. There was a throw to Chris Olave, didn't make it. Still, they're making those plays for Tyler Shuck, and for Saints fans, you should be excited about that. Your quarterback room is really healthy right now. You have two quarterbacks that are in the top 25 in QBR this year in the NFL. So you've got a couple of guys. Again, Shuck has made the plays, the small little nuances to be able to win games that Spencer Rattler wasn't. So would they have more wins? Yeah, probably so. Looks like it at least. I don't know what that number would be. Maybe it's 7, maybe it's 8, maybe it's 9. I don't know. But credit to Tyler Shuck for finding a way to make the plays, and credit to the guys for making the plays for him that they weren't making for Spencer Rattler. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. What would you do if your kid told you they saw mom kissing Santa?
Me and your mother have an understanding that is her hall pass.
Yeah, the gifts are free.
Yeah. We do what we got to do to get the good gifts.
Oh. Let's see. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. I'm assuming Cassie is from Louisiana.
Yes, I'm from Metairie, New Orleans.
Where'd you go to high school?
Mount Carmel.
Okay. So, yes, very Louisiana.
Yes.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Flynn supposed to be in Florida. Tell me why he was riding down 30A this morning with his flashers on.
Foggy. Slightly foggy this morning.
I still can't believe that man really drives with his flashers
And, like,
on
he's
in the
proud
rain.
of it. He's like, guys, you have to be safe.
When he said it, he thought we were going to be like, yeah, for sure. And when we didn't, he was shocked.
I feel like that's not safe because then you can't see
Oh,
if you got the blinker on.
I hate when somebody has their
How
flashers
about,
on
drives
like
me
a
how
nuts.
about
rain.
this, Cassie? It's pouring down rain. The only thing you're looking at is, did the person in front of you hit their brakes? You don't know if they're flashing.
That's true, you
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
then like if they get over, you can't tell if they have their blinker
I
on
know.
because it's just still flashing.
Must be a Texas thing.
I feel like
Must
that's got to
be.
be like illegal.
It is. No, it is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, the chat's pointing out today is an all Louisiana show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big day.
That-
Big day.
That East Texas out of here, Flynn. Y'all like to call me that, but I am from Louisiana. Flynn's not. Like, legit not. He's an hour and a half from Louisiana. All right, see if we can try to get to a couple more. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. And yes, you all have to answer. All right, Cassie. Hope you've been listening.
Uh-oh.
I got faith in you here. Which quarterback out of the transfer portal would be your first choice for LSU?
Oh my gosh.
Let's let Cassie go first.
I I don't know if I know enough quarterbacks in the transfer
You can give me a
portal.
school like of one you've heard Hunt talk about.
Well, is it DJ Lagway in the transfer portal?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Well done.
Got it.
Okay, DJ Lagway. Tay. The
Rocco
guy's
Becht.
currently in the portal.
Rocco Becht.
Okay.
We talked about him yesterday. 3-year starter. He can run a little bit. He's a big kid. Won big-time games. And that's where I'm going.
I'm going Sam Levitt. I think Sam Levitt has the arm. He has the legs, just enough of the legs. Reminds me a lot of Jackson Dart. He's been to a college football playoff game and where he made the plays to win the game. They just couldn't find a way to get Texas off the field on 4th down. All right, I lied. Last one. Wait, Jake from 318, that other North Pole. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. What food are you looking forward to most for Christmas dinner?
Honey baked ham.
Ham's always a good choice.
I'm not a good cook, so I ordered from a bakery in Denham a tray of white chocolate bread pudding. And it looks phenomenal, so I'm excited about that.
We were talking about it last night. We're letting kind of the kids pick the menu. They went with a roast. Katie makes an incredible roast, a little rump roast, all the sides. Going to try to pick up carrot souffle from Piccadilly today for that to be one of the sides that we have for Christmas dinner because it is elite. I don't care what you say. And yes, my older brother did get me gift cards to Piccadilly for Christmas, and it was a great gift. Don't shake your head, Cassie. Piccadilly's incredible.
Yeah, Cassie, known Piccadilly hater in the building, Joe.
Oh, my gosh. It's okay. It's okay. You know, this younger generation just doesn't, enjoy the finer things in life.
I think Piccadilly's
like
excellent.
Piccadilly. I mean, somebody that doesn't have to go to Chick-fil-A for every meal like we do because I have 5 kids and chooses to, I mean, that's a choice as well, I'm just kidding. Chick-fil-A is kind of awesome. All right, I lied because there's good questions coming in. And, well, today's our rules. It's all Louisiana show, so we do what we want. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. How excited were you to play as yourself on Madden when you made it into the league? I had played in the NCAA game, but, yeah, it doesn't have your name or your picture or anything, so it's a little bit different. I'll say this. Nobody's ever completed more play-action fullback flat routes than I did when I first got Madden when I was in the game.
I didn't know if you were throwing the fullback route or you were kicking Sproles out and you were
No. I say true. I wouldn't kick my guy Sproles out. We had LT and Sproles. That would be malpractice if I kicked them out of the game.
Right.
So yeah, no, we threw a ton of fullback flat routes off play action. Let's see. I actually like this one. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. How do you think the first person to get the scissors to glide through the wrapping paper felt?
Incredible, because I felt incredible doing it last week.
It's like when you find that right seam and you get the perfect cut.
You should push all the way through, and you kind of speed up as you go, right? Like you start slow, and you're like, "Oh, I got it."
Yeah, but you gotta be careful not to get stuck.
You do.
Sometimes get stuck.
It does. It's a perfect glide. You got to find it though. You got to find the groove.
God, I love that. Victoria demands her presents be wrapped, and I don't like that. I'm not a good rapper. I like just gift bag with the stuff coming out.
Oh, boo.
Well,
that's lazy.
Oh, that's lazy. Now,
obviously,
my rapping jobs are not great. They're
not
okay,
terrible.
but there is something about getting it done, like getting the present done, and then putting it under the tree when it's wrapped and not a gift bag.
I wrapped it.
Gift bags for birthdays.
There was one thing that this year, I couldn't wrap. So
car.
It isn't. Do what?
A car?
No. Couldn't put that in a gift bag
Victoria,
either.
I tried.
It just, style of clothing. I didn't have the little shirt box, little shirt boxes.
Yep.
I didn't have any of those. So I was like, well, gift bag it is. So we got one gift bag, one wrapped present. She'll be happy. She understands. She loves the Grinch, and it's in a Grinch gift bag, so we're good.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Flashers on the causeway in low visibility fog? ?
No.
No, I think flashers are reserved for my car might break down here.
Yes.
On the middle of the road, or I've got a flat tire, and I'm letting you know I'm trying everything I can in my power to get somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of comments about how good Piccadilly is. And, yeah, look, Cassie's got a bad take. It is. It's just a bad take. She's going to own it.
I haven't been since I was a kid. Maybe I'll have to try it again.
There's something else universally loved that Cassie doesn't like. I can't remember what it is. It is a food, though.
I don't know.
Me and Musso were giving you crap about it the other
See,
day.
I don't
remember
know.
what it was.
I just hear a little bit of Alondra and Tay talk about it. Your love for Chick-fil-A, and apparently, like, you have a lot of points built up.
I've got like almost 3,000 Chick-fil-A points.
She's like 200 points away
from that's not
from
like a lot, but like it's a lot because I'm the only one who uses the app.
So that is a lot for a single use. Because we have 7 in our family, and we go to Chick-fil-A very often, and it takes a while to get to 3,000 points.
Yeah. I also don't use my points. I want to just keep building up.
You're like 200 points away from buying a Chick-fil-A
just
branch.
Like hoarding my Chick-fil-A points.
So you build them up, but you just like the thrill of having the points.
Yeah. So
But
that
you
way,
don't
like
use
when I get up there, then I could just go and like just get a whole bunch.
You get
of
a
stuff.
whole like tailgate package.
It doesn't feel like you're ever going to do that, though.
I don't know. Maybe I will.
Doesn't feel like it. But at least you do get the points.
Yeah.
So T-Bob, when he was here, he went to Starbucks every single morning. There was one right by his house. And we're talking about 5 years, every morning that I worked with him, he had Starbucks.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
He never would download the app because you get points.
That would make
on
it so
Starbucks.
much easier too.
And Starbucks is like, they're very liberal with their points. I mean, they're just throwing them out there. It's so easy to get a free coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah.
He would never do it. He's like, getting free coffee just doesn't feel right. Like I gotta pay for the service. I'm like, what? You would have a lifetime of free coffee. 5 years, every weekday, he got a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And didn't download the app.
Yeah.
But also, he would text us once a week and be like, guys, I'm late, long line in the drive-thru. I'm like, hey, T-Bob, if you downloaded the app and ordered ahead of time, you could just walk in and grab it.
That's what I don't go through the drive-thru. I just order ahead of time. It's waiting on me. I walk in and I grab it.
Yeah.
Do we think T-Bob's downloaded it in Chicago?
No,
Probably
no
not.
shot.
Yeah, probably.
He probably didn't go there anymore. He probably goes
That's
to
true.
like
I
some
bet.
fancy.
I bet Barstool probably has their own setup.
Right.
Probably have like their own coffee shop inside.
Or there's some fancy one right across the street or something. He's moved on. I mean, forgotten about us.
Oh, this one from Tristan. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. I may be moving to the Ratchet City. Advice, help, prayers. If you don't know what the Ratchet City is, it is the port city. It is Shreveport, Louisiana, my hometown, which I'm very, very proud of, as y'all know. I was trying to explain to EJ Manuel on my afternoon show what the Ratchet City was, because he's like, how was Shreveport? And I told him, he's like, explain it. I was like, well, it's like a big small town, 200,000 people. It's a lot like Baton Rouge. And he's like, yeah, like, what's it known for? I was like, well, our nickname's a Ratchet City. He's like, explain. I was like, you'd have to be there. You'd have to understand. But Tristan, there's great pockets of Shreveport. Southern Loop right there where Hunt's parents still live. My dad still lives there. It's a great area. Got all kinds of stuff to do right there. There's good pockets in the port city. Just hit me up. We'll find you the best pocket. But you got to keep it ratchet. That's like the one rule for living in Shreveport. 50 Cent's basically buying the entire downtown up and turning all the abandoned buildings into studios, which that's kind of awesome. He's basically the unofficial mayor of Shreveport, so there's that as well. So
is he officially like Louisiana adopted? He was at the Saints game wearing a jersey. He performed at some bar in Hammond over the weekend.
Yeah.
Like he's
him
in it.
Him and Governor Landry are like tight.
Right. Which weird match, but I mean, shout out to him, I guess. So he's in it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, he is trying to buy like half of downtown Shreveport right now to turn it into movie studios, recording studios, and like these old buildings that were, built 100 years ago, which look great if they were taken care of. And he's changing. So look, I love it. I appreciate it. Somebody's got to do something there because nobody else was in higher government. So keep it ratchet. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
A snowman will pretend that here's Parson Brown. He'll say, I am married, we'll say no man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I want to remind you about our friends over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go to gotommys.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommys with a Y.com. And when you go to the website, you'll clearly see the difference. Check out all the reviews, testimonials. You can check out a gallery of work. You can also check out the banners that they hang every single year for the work that they get done here in the greater Baton Rouge area. Best windows in the Advocate in 2025. That went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. So again, go to the website today. Check out all the information. Find out all the contact information. See what they can do for you. Every single thing they do has its own tab right there, as you see on the homepage. So go check it out. GoTommys.com. That's G-E-A-U-X, Tommys with a Y.com. All right, let's get into a little bit of the college football playoff coming up here in the quarterfinals. Now, we know the matchups. You've got Texas Tech and Oregon. You've got Indiana and Alabama. You've got Ole Miss and Georgia. And then you've got Ohio State and Miami. Of that group, I think you're going to get some really solid games. I think this is much better than you had last year in the quarterfinals. I'm excited to see some matchups that we never see. Now, one, I mean, obviously you're going to get a rematch in Ole Miss and Georgia, but when you look at the other ones like Miami and Ohio State, for me, I think immediately early 2000s, national championship game, a team that in Miami nobody thought would lose, and Ohio State pulls off the upset in overtime, one of the most talked about college football games of all time. A lot of my friends played in that game, so I've heard some great stories about that game. So I like that matchup, one we don't get very often, but the last time those teams played, when it mattered, it was one of the better college football games that we've ever seen. You look at Oregon and Texas Tech. I don't know what to expect in that one, right? Styles make fights, and those two have a different style. Texas Tech runs a 3-3-5 defense. Like, you know, Oregon tries to pride themselves on being physical with Dan Lanning. Can they take advantage of the 3-3-5, the odd front? Well, Texas Tech linebackers, which you have to have if you play that kind of front, are elite. They've got three really good ones. They have one elite in Rodriguez right in the middle of that defense. Indiana, Alabama, I don't know if it's because it is Alabama, because they've, you know, long been the standard of college football for the last, 20 years, whatever it might be. And then you have an Indiana who's number one in the country, more losses than anybody in college football FBS history, and now they're number one, clear number one, Heisman Trophy winner. Like, that is adding to the intrigue. But I also think Alabama's going to get surprised by how physical Indiana is. And I wonder, going into this game, what their mentality is. Because if you haven't watched Indiana this year and you just kind of like check the box score, you really don't know what their DNA is and how they play and how well they play it. Tay, I don't know how you see this game going, but I think Alabama, and I know there's a ton of people. I think Flynn's like, Alabama's going to win this game. I'm like, are you basing that off of this year? Are you basing that off of past history?
I think Indiana is certainly the favorite in this game. I think I texted John in our OTB group chat right after the game. Alabama's a good team. They just rarely play like a good team, if that makes sense. Like, this is just a personal opinion. If every team in the SEC plays their A-plus game, Alabama very well could be the best team in the SEC. You saw it on the road against Georgia, but you saw Georgia blow them out in the SEC championship game. They've been so hot and cold. Like, if Alabama brings their A-plus game, this could come down to the wire. I just trust Indiana because they've been a lot more consistent. I mean, we've seen it from them every week. Some weeks, Alabama looks like a top 5 team in the country. some weeks they look like they shouldn't even be in the top 25. I mean, I trust Indiana more.
Again, and I'm seeing some in the chat, Alabama's going to win by 20. I don't see that. Alabama can't run the football. Alabama is very limited at the running back position. You heard Connor O'Gara say it in hour number 1. This could be their worst rushing team in 70 years. 70. They can't run the football. Indiana's really good up front. You're going to have to make plays through the air. And your star receiver, Ryan Williams, right now, he ain't playing great. He's dropping everything. Now, Bernard's been really good. Williams has been very disappointing. Alabama's going to have to play their very best to beat this Indiana team. So it's, on paper, I get it. It's Alabama versus Indiana, but this is not the Indiana that we've all known for a long time. I think dream matchup for me, I agree with Connor, would be Indiana and Georgia. We can get more into that to close out hour number 2. We'll be back. More OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Remember, when you need big-time industrial construction done safely and professionally, you call the experts. Those experts, that is Pala. Based right here in Louisiana, these guys build and fabricate industrial tanks, pressure vessels, piping systems, and turnkey construction solutions for energy, refining, and manufacturing, and more. Remember, they are employee-owned. They take safety and quality very serious, and they've been servicing the Gulf Coast for decades, 52 years. So over 50 years there for Pala. If your project needs real experience, real results, head to palagroup.com and see what the Pala Group can build for you. Again, that website is Pala, P-A-L-A group.com. All right, dream matchup, national championship. I'm going Indiana and Georgia. That's the game that I want to see. Cassie, I'm going to make you answer as well. Taylor, you go first. Dream matchup in the national championship game.
I hate to go the same as you, but, my dream matchup would be Georgia-Ohio State just because I really want to see them play, but that can't happen because they're on the same side of the bracket. Yeah, I'll go Indiana-Georgia. I want to see how for real Indiana is. I think they are, but if this is a team that has to go through Alabama, then Oregon and Texas Tech, then Georgia to win the national championship, then it's a team that's going to leave no doubt. I think that would be a heavyweight matchup. I love Gunnar Stockton. I think he's gotten better and better as the season's gone along. That's a great one.
Yeah, he definitely has. He is very undervalued, under-talked about, goes about his business, super quiet young man, doesn't do a lot of talking, does it on the field. So, yeah, he is somebody that feels like he has the right demeanor to lead Georgia to a national championship. He played well in the Sugar Bowl last year when he was thrown into duty for Carson Beck, one of the few Bulldogs that did play well. So, all right, Cassie, dream matchup in the college football playoff national championship.
I'm probably not going to watch it.
Wait, you're not going to watch the national championship game?
I watch it if LSU would be in it. But I don't really know much about the teams that are in the playoffs right now. So I don't know.
You said Georgia, Indiana?
Yep.
Oh, that's what you said? Yep. Okay. Fair
exactly.
enough.
It's a good
Fair
pick.
enough.
Yep.
Peach Bowl and Fiesta Bowl semifinals, right? I know I'm covering the game in Atlanta. I didn't know. Yeah, the other one is Fiesta Bowl. And then the national championship will be in Miami. So you'll have the Orange Bowl, but also you'll have the national championship game there in Miami. So you're going to be back. Miami. How do we feel about that being the national championship host site?
They've done it before, right?
Yeah, they've done it before.
I don't hate it. It's a good stadium. It'll finally get filled. Miami doesn't fill it themselves, so.
I love a good walking city for any kind of national championship like that. The stadium's not actually in Miami. It's kind of far off there. Kind of like the Super Bowl this year. It's not going to feel the same like it did last year because it's in the Bay Area. It's not really even close to San Francisco. So, all right, we will take a break. Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football to kick off hour number 3.
Off the bench.
All right, go to ktozblinds.com, ktozblinds.com, the website for K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been in the game since 2004. Brandon Barton and the team come out to your space, know your space, learn your space, and change your space in a matter of minutes. They've done it for me. They'll do it for you as well. 225-791-1220 in the greater Baton Rouge area. Also, they can help you out in the 337 in the 985. You can find all that contact information, top right corner of the website. Again, that's ktozblinds.com. And it is truly interior and outdoor living. And I'll tell you the story, but for me, it was outdoor living. We wanted something for our outdoor space. It was a motorized shade. It's incredible. Changes the complete dynamic of the space. Didn't know that it was also going to help out in our living area inside in the interior, but that's what it's done. ktozblinds.com.